Good morning. So today is Saturday morning. It's kind of early. Well, it's 8. It's early to be like around and about on a Saturday. So today, every year, my mom does this fried rice thing where she makes just like massive trays of fried rice. And she buys like 10 cases of water. She takes it downtown to like a church. And yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And I have Sumo with me. Come here. Come on, bunny. Hi, bunny. Huh? Yeah? 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 He's looking bigger, yeah? Such a big boy. Look. Look, you're so tiny. Beautiful. His ears are starting to pop. I got ready like half hour today. Like everything. Which I know for some people might be normal. That's not normal for me. I like love taking my time in the morning. Like I wake up early just so it's like you can have your coffee, get some dishes done, like spend time and let your makeup, or like your skincare sink in and your makeup and stuff like that. Okay, bunny. Oh my god, he's such a good boy. He like doesn't pee at all at night anymore. And he generally pees on the pad. The issue is when he pees like half and half, like on the pad, but also some that's not on the pad. And it's like, I don't know whether to reward him or not when he does it. I feel like I should, because I don't know if the concept is that they understand to pee on the pad. It's just like to pee where there is a pad, not necessarily on the pad. So there's that. Also, he's a shit eater, guys. I've never had a dog that eats his poop. This one does it, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Okay, Trader Joe's haul. We have the carrot cake cookies. Probably the only really bad thing I bought. 2 bags of the veggie flaxseed tortilla chips. They are the best. We have the pesto, because their pesto is just really, it's so delicious. Tomato feta soup. 3 cheese vegetable ravioli, cremini mushroom, Swiss chard, and kale with ricotta, mozzarella, and parmesan. Oh good, the heat turned off. I love Swiss chard. I've had it maybe like a couple times in my life, and I just want like, I should just go buy some and have a salad, just Swiss chard. Kale, if there is kale in anything, it needs to be with other things. At least 5 other things that I really like, because kale, I try so hard to love, and I know it's good for you. It just, I cannot get it to taste right for me. I think the only way I like kale is when I kind of put it in the oven and do like a not Chinese style, yeah, I guess like Asian style, like some sesame oil, sesame seeds, pepper, a little bit of salt, like that kind of thing. A lemon basil pasta salad. So you got all the basil there and the lemon. It just looks very delicious to me. The banh mi noodle bowl, guys. So you have sriracha baked tofu, pickled carrots, rice noodles, herbs, jalapenos, and a creamy dressing. I had went to pay. I had looked for these. I just didn't see it. And the guy was like, he saw the lemon basil pasta and was like, oh, did you see the banh mi bowl? I'm like, oh, no, I saw it on Instagram. And he had someone go check for it. I bought 2. I think my mom grabbed 1. Japanese style fried rice, edamame, tofu, and seaweed. I'm trying this because I really liked this thing, the rice cauliflower stir fry. This is so good. I threw in like probably like 2 or 3 eggs in it when I made it, but oh my god, yum. A bag of the penne arrabbiata. I love arrabbiata sauce. This is no surprise, the 2 boxes of the paneer tikka masala and 2 boxes of the palak paneer. Good morning. I feel like I have to, okay. Let me share my lip with you that I've been wearing for like at least 3 weeks. Okay, so. Hi, you guys wanna see Sumo? Today we're gonna do what we did yesterday. So yesterday we fried the rice, took it to the church, and then like came home, rest for a little bit because it was pretty early when we did it. And then Nordstrom rack, I didn't even know this, I just had to return stuff, but it was 40% off clearance. You know how usually they do 25% off? It was 40% off clearance, but only for women. So I got a couple things and I'm returning both of them today. We're gonna go to a different location. And then we had food at Yard House, which I love. Okay, first of all, any of the Maybelline baby lips that is clear. I like the one in the green tube and this one. I don't know if there's other ones. They also have SPF in them. So I usually start with that. And then it's either before or after. I often apply my lip product before I apply lip liner. I don't know why I do that, but that's just what I do. So this is Hard Candy. It's their lip oil and it is in Calming Peach. They have another one that's like a purpley shade. Do you see how my lips are just changing to like a really pretty pink? This is probably the best lip oil I've used ever. And that includes like YSL, Milani. You know what the other one is really good is the Ulta one. Those don't impart that much color, but it's really smooth, especially if you layer it on top of like other shades. So the purple one of this Hard Candy is extremely pigmented. Hi, bunny. I don't know why I'm standing like this, like I'm holding my breasts together like they're gonna go somewhere. It's actually just kind of cold out. Oh, and this was Max Strip Down. Okay, so back to the shopping. Hold on. Let's pull out first. So I can show you the two things I picked up that I'm undecided about. Okay. I have two pairs of sunglasses for you. They're the same pair of sunglasses. So they're by Kenneth Cole Reaction, or Reaction Kenneth Cole. Tell me if you like these. This is the first pair. They're kind of look like an expensive sunglass, right? Like they're this mirror lens, they're flat. And then it has two little thingies up here and they're quite oversized. And are they too big for my face? They completely cover my eyebrows. Well, I don't know. They're huge though, I kind of like them. And then they're all 25 bucks. It's like kind of like a combination of all the things I like in glasses, but way less expensive. Okay, and then the other pair is also mirrored, but more of like a rainbow, and then it has a gold accent. Oh, these might be better. These kind of, oh yeah. These kind of remind me of a pair that I got from Sunglass Spot for $5, but these are like bigger and just probably, excuse me, I had one of those carrot cake cookies. I don't know, I think I like these better. It's just a matter of having some like cheaper sunglasses to keep like, you know, in the car or like on the go and like not be fearful of like messing. Oh, I really like these. I think these are better, right? Or the dark ones. These are just so easy, but I think I feel the appeal of the kind of like multicolored ones better. Ooh. Sumo has been playing with Echo. I feel like with the advent of Sumo, a lot of people have been like, where's Echo? Nothing's wrong with Echo. Echo is like our family dog. So he would be with me sometimes he's at work, but like generally he's with my parents, more or less. So Sumo is like my puppy, my baby. Oh, he's like tired. He had like a full day yesterday playing with Echo. And he doesn't know it yet, but it's gonna happen again. Oh, you are the best baby. You are. Monday afternoon. I'm actually just slightly early for the dentist, so I figured I would vlog for you a little bit early for the dentist to check on. This is a root canal that was done that didn't heal properly, so he went in and he did like all the work again, and it's a month after that, so he's gonna see if it healed it. So I think it's healed because I was getting like a bubble in the back. So here's the thing, it's like if it heals, then you can spend money and put a crown on it. If it doesn't heal, you can spend money and have it extracted. So either way, I feel like the same amount of money is going to be spent. I don't know. And I know it seems like I go to the dentist a lot, and I do. But the thing is, the issues are like the same like 5 teeth. It's like the same 5 teeth that I've had issue with since I was like 8 years old or something. So the thinking is that maybe the dentist I went to when I was really young was not doing a very good job of like filling the cavities, or I think it was mostly that. And then some of the crowns that I had done, I probably had like 5 or 6 crowns done when I was living in India, and those are kind of dying. So yeah, that's that. What can I share with you? Oh, I can so stupid to share this, but as I go to the dentist. But these jelly belly beans in the champagne flavor, really good. And they have like this like iridescent like highlighter look to them, like NARS Albatross, kind of. A little bit. I'm sorry, I'm like a little tired. Like, I don't know, like I think this is period week. They reformulated all the NARS highlighters. I'm very excited. I'm absolutely 5,000% gonna get Albatross, because I mean that I think that was the first highlighter I ever bought. I think for people who are like closer to my age, it was also probably the first highlighter you ever bought, because I mean, I feel like that was like the only highlighter that existed for the longest time. Ugh. This is really warm, guys. Okay, so to like circle back to the Nordstrom Rack 40% off, this is 100% cashmere. I mean, at least it says that on the label. I bought stuff that says like a cashmere or something. I really don't think it was, but I got it for like 36. It's like this nice little like throw wrap thing, like asymmetrical, super cute. I don't know why I'm having trouble making eye contact with the camera right now. I think it's because it looks like really bright, so I can't really see, so I don't know what you can see. Yeah, okay, so dentist. We haven't talked about skincare or makeup really in depth for a really long time, so I wanted to start off with skincare because I had mentioned some issues like earlier in a few vlogs or something, but like I want to say since November is when I had started getting like small bumps, and then it became like ongoing, like they wouldn't go away. They weren't pimples or blemishes, because you know, when you get something like that, you know what it is, you know how to handle it, you know what to do, the healing process, the scarring, the fading, like you know the whole process for something like that. But when it's just like texture or bumps or stuff like that, you're kind of like, I don't know what to do. And usually I'll get some around here. I think it's probably just, you know, from having my hair like this. So I, you know, when I'm not at work or out, I tend to try to keep my hair up in like a little claw. But I just don't know what it is lately, or if it's a stress thing, because I do skincare well. I clean or wash my sheets and my pillowcases. I wash my brushes, you know, so all that kind of like sanitary thing is settled. So I'm like, what is going on with my skin? So let me go through with what I've been doing in the past couple weeks. All of these products are pretty much stuff I've talked about before, so it's not going to be new. I'm not big on cleansers. I did get like a cleansing balm from pharmacy that I thought was really nice. I'm just not someone, this is gonna sound weird, but like I don't like standing over a sink and then like splashing water over my face. It's just not something I like doing. So even though when I shower, I use cleansers in the shower, but like on a daily basis, morning and night. Okay, that's the other thing. There is no like AM, PM skincare routine. Like I generally use the same products every day in rotation, and I do it based on how my skin is looking or feeling. I hauled some skincare earlier in vlogs, so this was one of them. It's the Kendo Cleansing Spa Water. This is the biggest one they sell. It's 480 milliliters. From what I can see in the US, I only see it on Beautylish. You can get a smaller bottle. I do love Bioderma, and I actually have tried at least a dozen ones from the drugstore, and I don't find that any of them are bad, but this one is just the best. And my test to know whether it's like better than this is like I'll go over it, I'll use a different cleansing water, and then at the end I'll still go in with this and I'll still get residue, which means this is still removing the most. So I love this, and I use, you know, any of those like kind of like oil makeup removers for your eyes, and then I use this. Like I said, none of these products are going to be new. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peeling. Oh, I'm doing the thing that Andrew did that last time where he was reading not English. Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel. So I get the extra strength. They have like a gentle, they have I think they have like a sensitive. I think there's 2 or 3 different versions of this. I don't know. I generally feel like most people can use the extra strength. You get 2 pads. The first pad has the exfoliant. The second pad is kind of like a gentle step to bring your pH back into balance, or if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense right now, but I really love this. This I find I can use in the morning and at night. So after I cleanse, I'll put this on and then I'll apply my serums and moisturizers on top of it. But I find that I like this more so for before makeup, if that makes any sense at all, but that's my preference for that. And then as an alternative or cheaper version, I really love the Nip Fab ones. This is a daily one that's like more gentle. This one I believe has 5% glycolic acid, and this is for nighttime. Sometimes I feel like these are more effective than the Dr. Dennis Gross ones. I don't know why that is, but I just feel like maybe sometimes these work better for my skin. And then sometimes these work better for my skin. So I just do it based on feel for how I kind of want it to look. Like these, if I use, especially this one, the 5%, if I use this every day, at night, I tend to get some flakiness and dryness, which is good because that means it's, you know, it's sloughing away the dead skin cells. But this one also has salicylic acid, lactic acid. So there's a lot of exfoliating acids happening in here. As for the more gentle one, this one also has hyaluronic acid on top of the glycolic. So this one I find when I use this, it's a very light exfoliant, but then I also notice my skin's a little glowy afterwards, which I think might be the hyaluronic acid. Obviously, I have no training and no background in any of this. I'm just telling you how these things play with my skin. I also really love the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion. I know these are all kind of more high-endy products. I would say, as far as drugstore goes, I do love a lot of stuff, but primarily it's 2 brands that I'm super obsessed with. For any kind of moisturization, I highly recommend Skinfix. The moisture serum, the lotion, the eye cream, their lip balm, anything that you want for moisture, even their body stuff. Skinfix does an excellent job of moisture. As far as cleansing products, I highly would recommend Derma ETU. Their microdermabrasion, any of their like masks and their moisturizers. That's like, so if you're like, these things are like not in my budget, or like this is not my preference for skincare, I think the drugstore stuff works just as well. Those are my picks, like my favorite, absolute hands down favorite brands. But this, obviously this is a baby size. I tend to always just get a sample when I can. I just love this. This one, the Lancer polish, does Peter Thomas Roth do one? I just, you know, sometimes these like bougie exfoliants or like these microdermabrasions, when you put them on, you definitely just kind of, I would run it through like you would skincare. You're not applying a lot of pressure because any microdermabrasion product is extremely abrasive. So any pressure you apply, it's going to irritate your skin. And I have noticed with age, or maybe it's the seasons, weather being weird, it is so much harder for me to get skincare to like not irritate my skin. I don't know why that is, but it's just been this way. Okay, lastly, so for the moisture part of it, the best part, most fun part of the skincare. Okay, this is the Cosmetics Optia Crystal Liquid Crystal Eye Serum. This is my second tube. This is, as you can tell, almost gone, and I have a new one already. So I was sent this last year, loved it, fell in love. Then I was like, okay, this is $95. And I was just like, it might be worth it, because after you use it, you're kind of like, I don't even know if I want to use other stuff anymore, because nothing looks or feels as good as this, or seems to be as effective at like making your under eyes bright, and then specifically moisturizing the under eyes, and then having it also look good under makeup. So thank you to Liz, who DM'd me and said she screenshotted something that was on Amazon. And I'm like, you know, I've seen this on Amazon. I'm just scared to buy it because I don't know if it's good. She's like, I bought it, it's good. I'm like, thank you so much. Made a purchase. This is the one from Amazon, and I purchased another one from Amazon, like a full, like a new one that's like in my like extra drawer or whatever. This stuff, just, it's like the same. I will link, there's a few sellers I think on Amazon. I'll link them for you. I'll link everything. But this is just like my favorite under eye cream slash serum slash everything. Just everything looks better. And then the thing with this, because it's expensive, you should probably just do this with all of your eye. Sorry, Sumo's like knocking the tripod. after I'm done patting it into my under eyes, I'll just like take whatever the residual is and kind of like run it down my nose, only because that's kind of where I get drier. So yeah. Also, I don't know why this is, I think this, maybe it's not true, but I think that this moisturizes my like lashes, and it just has made them longer. Just saying, something else I've noticed. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna talk about as far as moisture goes is the SkinCeuticals HA Intensifier. It is basically hyaluronic acid. This was sent to me. I've had it for about 3 weeks, so I don't have any like long-term results to share with you, but let's talk about the claims and I'll let you know what I've seen. Multi-beneficial formula containing a high concentration of pure hyaluronic acid and purple rice extract, supports the skin's natural HA reservoir to help renew plumpness, elasticity, and firmness. Those 3 things I definitely think. Let me show you like the texture and why. So it's like this. It's kind of like a thicker, I would say like a gel almost. It's really pretty, isn't it? So when you see something like that, you generally think, oh my god, it's going to pill, or it's going to like not absorb into my skin. However, I don't know how it works, but like I just take it onto my fingers and I like pat it in, like I get it where I want it, and then I like pat it in and press it in, and then I would focus a lot in areas where I have like fine lines, and it's like crazy how it just kind of like, it almost fills them in and acts as like a really beautiful makeup primer. So plumpness, yes. Elasticity, that part I don't know. Maybe I'm not like at that age where I'm gonna see like better elasticity. And then plumpness, so I would say the plumpness and the firmness kind of go together. So that I've experienced, and that's not even over time. That's just like when you apply it, you will see it. The appearance of crow's feet, nasolabial folds, and marionette lines are reduced, and a taut and smooth canvas is formed to help refine skin's complexion. That part, I don't have any of those things, so I can't tell you or attest to whether or not that works. However, there are before and after pictures you can see, and I have read tons of reviews on this, and this actually, I think, works for oily skin and dry skin and everything in between, because it doesn't, for those, when I see reviews that are like, oh, it left my skin so dewy and beautiful, I'm guessing they have oily skin, because this does not leave any kind of dewiness. My skin absorbs this immediately. There is like no shine, nothing on my skin. It just looks like after you've cleansed your skin and kind of patted it dry, that's the look that I have when I use this, except it's super smooth and it feels really hydrated, but not in a greasy or oily, or it's not luminous, it's not dewy, it's nothing. It just looks like skin on me. Today, this is the only thing I used as moisture. Like I put my eye cream on and I put this on because it looks so good under makeup. So let's do a little run through, like for example, nighttime routine. It would be cleansing, and then this, and then a moisturizer, and then maybe an oil if I feel like it. I very rarely do that many steps. Or cleansing, this, and then an oil, or cleansing and then just this, depending on how much moisture I need. But this is always the first thing I apply to cleanse skin. This is a morning thing, it's a nighttime thing. And nighttime, it's kind of, for me, I use it as like a supplement to other skincare. During the day, this is like my only thing on my face. And I cannot wait for summer to come, because it's just gonna look so amazing. Like, and again, any kind of fine lines you have, like kind of just press it into wherever you see them. It's just kind of like, it's kind of amazing. I like love it. At first you're like, I can't really tell, and then when you put your makeup over it, you're like, okay, I totally see the results. So I'm like super excited about this, and like I said, I've had it for a few weeks. I've been using it probably 4 to 5 times in those 3 weeks. So I mean 4 to 5 times a week in those 3 weeks. So I will circle back with you like I do with like most skincare. The Clarins Double Serum. This is my 3rd bottle. Again, this was sent to me last year, so like, I mean, maybe you will see this repurchased. You just never know, because if it's that good. So this was sent to me last year. This is my 3rd bottle. I absolutely love this. This is something that leaves your skin very dewy and very luminous, whereas this, like I said, it's not dewy, it's not matte, it just looks like your skin. So if you just kind of want to bring it back to like a very normal balanced place, this is what I would recommend. If you want like a lot of moisture and you want like, so if you're oily, I don't know if you should be using this, but if you have normal to dry to combo, this is like so good. Leaves your skin super dewy, super luminous, very hydrated, and it has like 2 I don't know if I want to call it spouts, or it just releases two different amounts of product. There's like, when you hold it to like one side, you get like a full pump. And then I feel like when you turn the nozzle here, you get maybe like half a pump, or maybe like 2/3 of that pump. I want to say you get very minimal, which is great, because sometimes in the winter when it's really cold, I use a full pump, and then I'll use another baby pump around my nose and like above my eyebrows where I get really dry. And then in the summer, I use just one baby pump, and it does like my whole face, and it's awesome. I love this. However, because I had mentioned that my skin felt very like, I don't know if it was congested or clogged or something, I had to step away from this, because I don't know if I was just, you know, if my skin was getting used to it, or if my skin was just not processing this the same way. So that's why in the last, was it the last vlog, you saw me pick up the La Mer. This is the Moisturizing Soft Cream. I've never used like the original one. So in the past month, a lot of stuff that I've been putting on my skin has been irritating, and I know that last year when I had kind of the same situation, it only lasted about a month. This one has been like ongoing, and it's been slowly getting like more textured or more dry or more this. It was just changing, but like always kind of the same problems. And I remember that this had done so well. So I got the 1 ounce, I think, yes. And what I do is I take a very tiny amount and I put it right here, and then I like press it into my skin. And sometimes I'll take a little bit out with the spatula and then add a little bit of the Ordinaries Rosehip seed oil if I want like more moisture, or to like amp up this product a little more, because guys, this is expensive. Like, let's not even pretend like this is like within anyone. I mean, it shouldn't be. What's the word I'm trying to say? No one should be like, I need this. But when your skin is just not cooperating, for me, this works so well. I put it on, I don't feel any kind of stinging, I don't feel tightness, I don't feel any irritation. Like, it just feels like really nice. So I'll take a little bit and I'll go like this, and I'll press it into my skin. Now, I don't know who you guys follow on Instagram, but Patrick Ta, Mary Phillips, they're both like celebrity makeup artists. They're also La Mer ambassadors. When I watch them use the La Mer products, it's just like, it's like water to them. I'm just like, I wish someone would just give me that much. Like, they like take it in their hands and they like go like that. I'm like, I cannot just take this and just like put it all up in my hands like that, because that's just like wasteful. If I did that, it would have to be adding so much of that rosehip seed oil to like, and then it'd just be rosehip seed oil, right? But anyway, that stuff, it's just so good. Sometimes I'll even take a drop of water into it if I want to like thin it out. But this is just like so non-irritating. I don't want to sit here and be like, I highly recommend this to you. But I've never had like issues with my skin. I've had like this like Teflon type skin. Anything I put on it was fine. And then until in the last couple years, I started experiencing like, you know, redness or like irritation or like dryness and tightness. And I'm just like, I'm sure it's age. Because I feel like I've always taken very good care of my skin. So I'm just saying that this is what's worked for me when my skin is really irritated. This is a steamer. So I'll link the one I have below. I probably, once I get used to how to use it, how I like it, what I prefer, I'll probably like get a different one. But this one has a nozzle and it moves up and down. So like depending on where you're sitting, like if you're sitting like, you can just like leave it like this. But if, you know, I keep it on my counter, so I like move the nozzle up so it's kind of like steaming upwards. And then there's, you know, 2 settings. There's a cold setting and a hot setting. So at night, if I'm feeling very like I really want to do good for my skin, like I will do the hot setting and then I'll do the cool setting. But what I really liked during the day, in the morning when I'm getting ready, I'll just like aim it up and I'll put the cold setting on. And it's not cold, it's like cooling. And I'll just like have it like aim towards my face while I'm applying my skincare, and I just really love it. It just feels so great. Your eyes feel very like hydrated, your skin feels very like kind of like soft and plump. It's just like really, it's like a nice experience. The nighttime thing, I generally, like I said, do the hot setting and I'll move to the cool setting if I feel like it. But the hot setting, I feel really opens up your pores. I know pores don't have doors, they don't open, they don't close. Whatever it is that steam does to improve skincare absorption, it does it. Not to mention in general, just how good like steaming your face feels. It just kind of, it really, I think, helps with any kind of exfoliating product. Whenever I use this with like those glycolic acid pads, I feel like it does a much better job. My skin it looks 10 times better in the morning. So like I said, I'll link this one below. I'm positive I'm gonna end up finding another one that I prefer. I just really wanted to give it a try. This was from Amazon. I mean, I do like it. There's like a water thing here, a little tank that you can put the water in, and then there's this one even comes with if you want to add like oils to it. So there's that. I'm probably never gonna do that just because I'm just thinking about like having to like fill the water every day. That's like enough for me. I don't want to like maintain this and keep this clean and whatnot. So it's a really easy, what's the word? There shouldn't be any user error with this. There's just like this thing that you move up and down, and then like an on-off button for hot and cold, right? So this whole thing has kind of been the general skincare routine. Like the products I use day and night, makes no difference. Like I just do it based on how I feel. Let me know what you guys have been using. Also, if you guys have recommendations for face steamers, please let me know, because I could do my own research, or I could have Amazon tell me which is like the best one. But you guys like understand me and get me, so like having you recommend something to me is probably better, right? Okay, and if you're still here, I'm gonna share my makeup base with you today. It was like, I was trying out so many new products, right? So I used the SkinCeuticals. This is the only thing that I have on my skin. And then I played with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer today. I got the shade in Custard, which is really like a perfect match. I think that the matte concealers run darker than the liquid concealers. So usually I need to use ginger for my face when I'm using the cream, the liquid, but this matte concealer, I can use Custard all over my face. So I laboriously applied it with my finger like everywhere, and then I put my La Prairie foundation, Caviar foundation, into a cushion, and I very lightly went over my skin with that, and then I set with the La Mer powder, the pressed one. Oh my god, that is so good. I am obsessed with my base today. Like, I know on camera it always looks like the makeup always looks good, but I'm telling you, in person, my skin, it just looks like phenomenal. Like, it doesn't look like there's makeup. It looks so good. What else did I use? The Persona Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, the Anastasia bronzer in Rich Amber, which gives me more of like a rosier look. I also bought Saddle. I love both of them. Both of the shades work really well for me. The lips are Grande lips, which, oh, I have to talk about that. It's like a really excellent lip gloss. Okay, anyway, we're ending the vlog. I will talk to you next week. Bye.